Oh my god. I just recorded a whole super long video and it didn't. Okay. This video that I'm making is another response video to my friend Cobb, who sent me a message. I'll try to remember everything I said. I hate when YouTube does it. Hate it. Okay. Anyway, I noticed that you hadn't been online, so I think I sent you a message yesterday that asked how you had been or whatever, but, um, yeah, a lot of people don't mention that they're on methadone because there's just such a stigma, you know? Like, if like a neighborhood gets word that a methadone clinic's going to go up in the vicinity, people will freak out, because they just think that everybody who goes to the clinic is a low-down, dirty, thieving-ass junkie. And, lots of, I mean, there are some there that are, but, there could be shitty people who live next door to you who aren't on drugs. There's shitty people everywhere. When there's a large concentration of people, you can bet a good few of them are gonna be shitty-ass people. But they're just such, I mean, people are so ignorant, People are so ignorant. Oh my god, my cousin's boss is such a fucking idiot. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, there's just such a negative stigma attached, so I don't think that people, people don't come out and say that they're on methadone, but for me, like, I'm, I'm not necessarily proud to be a methadone patient, but there is an element of pride there, because I've worked very hard to remain where I'm at. I've worked very hard to stay off of heroin, and, you know, I feel that methadone has helped me do that a lot, and has definitely been a very important tool in my own personal recovery, and I have methadone to thank for that, Hey, chill out, chill out, chill out. Yeah, I have methadone to thank for that. But I think that people, oh, gosh, sorry, Charlie's, like, knocking around my covers, but I think that people need to step up and say, I am a methadone patient. Methadone patients are your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, cousins, friends, daughters, sons, neighbors, friends, everything. We go to your work, we sleep in your bed at night, we have your grandchildren. It's not a negative thing to be a methadone patient, and I wish that people understood that, but there's just such a stigma. Um, let's see. Yeah, I do think, I wish more people came out and spoke about methadone the way that I do. It would certainly help me so much to find someone who is as open as I am about it, and that's why I was really excited when you sent me the first letter that you did, because it's just so refreshing to speak to somebody who knows exactly what you're going through, exactly, and exactly what you've been through, or if not exactly, then damn close to it, the physical addiction, and still being fit, just recovery, being an addict. I'm sorry, but unless you were a drug addict, you just don't know what it's like. I hate that people try to act like they know. You don't know what it's like, unless you were there, and I was there, and you were there, and, to have that in common and to be able to talk about it is really refreshing, and, I can find solace in that. But, yeah, I also wanted to say, before I start talking about your story, and, like, some of my stories at the clinic, because I've got one that happened last week that's pretty cool, my request still hasn't gone through. And every day I'm, like, so anxious when I go in, because I know that that's going to be the day but it's Thursday now, and I'm hoping that since it hasn't gone through this week, I'm hoping that maybe they'll wait until Monday, because if they do that, then Sunday I'm not gonna dose. I'm not gonna dose on Sunday. That way my body will have kind of gotten used to that, not having it in my system for one day. So when I go in and they cut me down to 65, um, I probably won't notice it because my body's just going to be happy to have the methadone in it. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know that might not make any sense, and I'm probably looking at it wrong, but sometimes I do skip my doses on Sunday, and it's almost like just knowing that I have the dose sitting there is, it gives me a peace of mind, and I do start to experience withdrawals. I mean, almost right at the 24-hour mark. Yeah, almost right at the 24-hour mark, I start getting the sweats and stuff. But, I think I really just, I'm going to try not to dose on Sunday. And Monday, hopefully when I go in, they'll knock me down to 65. I asked her today, she didn't say anything about my request. And I said, can I go down to 65? And she was like, oh, you have to put a request form in. And I was like, I did. I put one in, I think it was last Friday. And she once again said, well, it takes about a week. And I was just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm just kind of anxious to get it done, to start the process. And once I start the process, I'll feel a lot better. But anyways, okay, hours. My clinic just changed their hours. Now they're open every day from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., except Saturdays where it's 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. But before that, they had like a whack schedule. Like Monday, it was 6 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Tuesday, 6 to 1 in the afternoon. Wednesday, 6 to 3 in the afternoon. Thursday, 6 to 11 in the morning. And then Friday, 6 to 1 in the afternoon. But, the clinics are like privately owned, I think. So they're not like, mandated by, they're not federally mandated, or maybe not even state. The state might not even have anything to do with them, but yeah, I think they're privately owned, so they can do hours and stuff however they want, and pretty much run things however they want too, which I think is really interesting, that they can run things however they want to. It's funny, but anyway, yeah, I read the story that you you sent me, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a part 2 because I want to talk about like clinic stories and like people at the clinic. I love talking about that because there's so many characters that go there. But yeah, so on to part 2.